Hello. Hello, everyone. It is 7 o'clock on Monday, September 15th. Can you believe it's the middle of the month? I'm not sure what happened to the first 2 weeks of September, but here we are, middle of September. Beautiful fall day. Oh, it's getting dark out already. That's how you know it's fall. Beautiful day today. I know that because I was out of the house, yes, for all of about 4 minutes going to the post office. So, yeah, I have been basement dwelling for weeks and weeks and weeks, and apparently now it's the middle of the month. Who knew? Anyway, welcome. You're on Tamara's Paper Trail. I'm Tamara Bertram, and I'm coming to you from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. This is Mystery Card Monday, but tonight it's going to be let me show you how. It has been all systems go this week. Well, for the last couple of weeks. September and October are by far, what did I say? September, October, yeah, September, I know, right? September and October are by far my busiest months of the year. Like, it is full on go. I've got extravaganza, paper and ribbon share, classes, new catalog lunches, all the things. And I love it, but it really is crammed into about a 5-week period. So yeah, this weekend I did all of the paper and ribbon shares. They're all done, packaged, ready to go. Some went out today. Some are waiting for the paper pumpkin dies to come in this week, so I can then get those out in the mail. And it's not just as simple as cutting the paper and wrapping the ribbon. Then I like to make a thank you card. So, you crack off 29 of those bad boys, and then you write in 29 of them. You got birthdays that you have to write out. So I actually did September and October to get a little ahead of the game. All the things, I've got Alicia's birthdays in October. Often, I don't even, when is Thanksgiving? Yeah, it's after extravaganza. My brother usually comes to town in October. It's my mom and dad's anniversary in October. Then my brother's birthday's November. Like, it's just nonstop. So it's been crazy, but I've been having a good time. I just can barely move my shoulder from die cutting. Thought I was done my extravaganza die cutting. Alas, I realized I missed 98 of the die cuts. So I've got about 50 left to go. I've been down here cranking them out. I've got PDFs to write. I have classes to It's just like, oh my gosh. So all that to say, tonight we're not doing a Mystery Card Monday. We're doing a Let Me Show You How. I wanted to play with some new product, and I haven't had a chance to play properly. There is a fun fold that I wanted to do, and I thought, today's the day. I'm going to do it. But there were too many dimensions to write out and have everybody prep. It was complicated. I didn't want you to cut paper and then have it not work. So I just thought, let's do it. Let me show you how. So I will be posting as we go. I'm ahead of the game today. I have pop-ups that are going to pop up when I if I remember to click the right button that will show you the dimensions. So if you want to make one of these tonight, do it. It's really quite quick. It's just a little bit of chopping, but as always, it's the designing that makes my head want to explode. But I did it in like no time at all. So, oh my god, yes, Kathy. Oh, excellent. I'm so glad. I'm going to be sending you points for your birthday, my friend. So watch your emails. Those will be deposited into your account so that you can get 10% more points for your birthday order. So thank you. All right, so everybody's in the house. We got Kathy with a C, Kathy with a K, Sherry. Hello, nice to have you back, Sherry. Sherry's just back from some world travel, so nice to have you back, Karen. Oh, beware the Ides of September. Okay, I just saw the word September, Karen, so I was like, what? Hi, Marcella and Jenny, Gail, Tracy. Hello, my friend. I sent you a message. Hi, B. Paulette. Charlene from Missouri. How are you? And then Sonia, thank you for sharing, Sonia. Hi, Jennifer. Nice to see you. Sheila and Bernice. I was thinking about you, Bernice. Looking forward to seeing you. I've got your paper share. It's ready to go. Glue. I'm going to remember glue. I've got so much to bring to the extravaganza. Okay. Hey, Deborah. How are you? Ohio. Jen. Hi. Rita. Haven't seen you in a while. Hello, Jen Lamoureux, Alexina, Fran, Linda, Mary, Susan. Oh my goodness. April. Hi. Welcome back, April. Kim, yes, from Washington. Inez, Donna, Cal. Okay, all right. What have I got? I'm trying to blank. I'm not saying sign up for the paper share because it's done and over. The only thing I'll say is sign up for my classes. I've got 2 coming up. The Amber Autumn one is coming up in a week and a half. So September 26th. I have 5 or 6 packages left. Yes, I will be getting the PDF. I plan to get that done by the end of Wednesday. Tomorrow I'm getting my hair did because, oh my gosh, look at, I got the gray sparkly strands. Getting it all hacked and cut and gonna be, so that's Tuesday. Wednesday I'm going out for lunch with a friend that is way long overdue. Haven't seen her in about 6 months. So the plan is to have the PDF for my Amber Autumn class done by the end of Wednesday, the 17th. I put a lot of pressure on myself. Anyway, that's what's coming down the line. And then I've also got Festive Friends. So you've seen it. I've done it a million times. I know, right? Kim Romper Room, I tell ya. I know what you're talking about. I should just put this on a stick and just say, okay, I see Kim and I see, yeah, I know. I like to acknowledge you guys. I like hearing my name when I'm on live. Hey, Carolyn, how are you? Haven't seen you in a while either. Nice to see you. Aha, there's Frida with a hand pink waving face, blue smiling, hand pink waving face, blue smiling. That cracks me up, Frida. I don't know. So Frida's on YouTube and she's got an emoji in there and that's what it shows up in my comments is that she's got the hand pink waving face, blue smiling. Thanks, Frida. You guys. All right. Hey, congratulations to Marsky, who was the winner of our draw from last week that I did this afternoon. Deborah. Ah, Barbara. Where's Barbara? Did I miss Barbara? Oh my goodness. Where's Barbara? Like from... like Canada? My Barbara? Where are you? I don't see a Barbara. Come on. Oh, Deborah. Deborah, what? Oh, I watched Miss Barbara. I used to watch Rob Room. Absolutely. That's right. My wisdom highlights. Or we'll just call it gray. Stacy, hi friend. And Linda. Okay. Moose Jaw. So Marsky won our draw. I did it this morning because that's how behind I am. It's like you guys had a whole week to enter that. So do you want to do it? Yeah, from TV. Yeah. Romper Room. Yeah. Right. Let's have another prize. Where are we here? La la la. Hey, look what I can do. I'm so clever. Look at me. All right, who wants in? Who wants in for my draw? So I still have these to give. This is, I think, no, I have one more of these after this too. Like I stocked up on this. This was a kit. So when I do my, am I freezing? Maybe it's you, Mary. I don't know. I shouldn't be. I'm all wired up. Oh, I'm buffering on your end too, Kathy. I don't know what that's about. Hi, Wendy is on. Hey, Wendy. Because I know you can't see me on Facebook. We've been through this before. But hey, yes, you can get in on YouTube and now you can comment. Nice to see you, friend. Hi. Okay, I digress. Well, look at you guys go. So you guys, I'm so tired. I volunteer now and then. I haven't done it in like probably 9 months. What am I looking for? I'm looking for this button. And so I scoop kits that I craft with Robin Hood Association. So they are mentally and or physically disabled adults are the group that I work with. And so I usually will scoop a paper pumpkin kit. If I'm not sure if there are going to be refills available, I buy the full kit. So then I'll end up with 7 or 8 of the stamp sets left over. So these, am I freezing for you too? Oh, you know what? Maybe the kids took my internet. Hang on, let me see. Because they often unplug me to do their to do their gaming. I'm following the cord. Hang on, I can't bend very well. I did some yoga poses yesterday and it damn near killed me. Let me just see. No, I don't know. Do about that. Sorry. I don't know. You'll just have to, I don't know, watch the replay if you miss anything. Anyway, I end up with a lot of extra stamp sets. So comment away. Anybody, hi Louise, anybody in the world can enter. And as long as I haven't done the draw, you can enter if you're watching the replay. This is the stamp set. Merry Christmas wishes, nice sentiment, may whatever bring you joy. Come on. I don't know. It's going to be that kind of a night, is it? Okay. Anyway, there's a nice sentiment. So enter, I'll leave that up so that anybody who pops in, just enter comment once. I do have to go through every single comment and jot down everybody's name. So it takes a while. That's probably why it took me until today to do it. But all right. Anyway, you guys, here is the card I'm going to show you how to make tonight. It is called a triple Z fold for obvious reasons if you look at it from the top. There are 3 Z's in there, right? ZZ top, ZZZ, 3 Z's, 3 Z's, triple Z card. So easy. Hey, Linda, how are ya? Minnesota. So easy. So they're just, it's just dimensions and cutting. And then I threw on a label. Stamp Merry Christmas. Boom, we're done. Giddy up. Let's go. So I'm going to pop up my first overlay. Before I do that, I'm going to give credit for this. So I found a card. Do you guys follow? Oh, thanks, Tracy. It says I'm frozen. Oh, where's my... Okay, it still says I'm live. So it's still, yeah, it's buffering. Wow. I buffer for you when I'm typing a comment. Interesting. I don't know what to do about that, you guys. Sorry. I just live here. Okay. Anyway, if something is frozen, I'm gonna pull up the dimensions, and they'll be on the screen so you can screenshot, and hopefully you won't miss anything. But I'm gonna give credit to this. I follow a Facebook page called Stampin' Up! Only Showcase. If you're not a member of the group, you should be. Anybody can be in it, and it's where people post projects that are only made with Stampin' Up! Products. Stampin' Up! Only Showcase. Check it out. So I was in there and I found this beautiful card, this lovely layout from Sally Poole, Poole, and she is on a site called getcraftywithsally.com. And so I got all of my dimensions and my idea from her. So I like to give credit because that's just what you do. It's just good form. So Get Crafty with Sally. Now I'm going to, if you want to screenshot this, you can, but I am going to put the dimensions up. So you don't have to, because I do have a bit of a chicken scratch going on here, but that is my... Interesting, Carolyn. So Carolyn says it works on my phone, but I buffer on her computer. Okay, and Vicky said she went out and came back in, and that seemed to help. So I don't... Okay, thanks, you guys. Whatever you need to do, just come back to me. Interesting. All right, so you can screenshot that, but I'm going to pop up the dimensions. Anyway, so Sally came up with this great layout, and I was just dying to try it because it just looked so easy. Permanently in a wheelchair. Frida, what? Oh, okay. Frida, I think I know, I'm pretty sure I know your Facebook. Do you do AI generated avatars? Is that you, Frida? Oh, interesting, because all I see is an F in a blue circle. So I don't see your actual circle, you know, like the rest of us. Anyway, I digress. Sorry, you guys. 7:13. Get on with it, Bertram. Let me pull up. I also left and came back, and now it's fine. Interesting. Thank you, Anna. Thanks, you guys. You guys you're such a great community. I'm on my laptop as well. Oh, your luggage still hasn't made it home. Oh, gross, Mary. Let's get on with it. Here, can you read this over here? I'm going to put this down here where it's a little bit more visible. Okay. Hello, Australia. Hi, Anne. I'm getting more and more Australians popping in. So nice to see you. All right. I haven't even prepped the pieces myself, so I'm going to do this right along with you. If you want to make one with me, let's do it. Let's do it together. I finally got to use a card base that is Mossy Meadow. Yep. Two, almost 3 packs left, but I'll get through my packs at some point. All right. Oh, interesting, Frida. Okay, I'm going to go back and read all my comments. All right, I'm going to cut paper. I'm going to try to focus here. Okay, so I've got a couple of pieces of cardstock. I think I need one in just a little bit. So I'm going to take my 8.5 by 11 piece of Mossy Meadow. And so there are 3 layers we need to cut. 4 1/4 by 11. So this is 11 this way. So let's go 4 1/4. And this is going to be layer 1. Layer 2, so can you see this? Let's go over here. Maybe I should put it over here. Can you see that? A little bit better over there. Layer 2 is 3 by 11. So there's that one is 4 1/4. This one is going to be 3 by 11. And it would have been really, really nice if the last layer was this one. But no, this one is 1 1/4. Actually needs to be 1 1/2. So we just need this extra piece of paper just to make this one a little bit wider at 1 1/2. Okay, so these are the 3 pieces that are going to make up our base, okay, and these Z's. So here we go. All right. So we're going to take layer 1 is the big one, layer 2 is the medium, and then 1, 2, 3. Okay, so layer 1 over here, we're going to score at 2 3/4 and 5.5. So you see this over here, right? Score at 2 3/4, 2 3/4, and 5.5. So that's layer 1. Layer 2 says score, so this one is the 3 by 11, and it says score at 4 1/4 and 7. So 4 1/4 and 7. And nothing coming through. Linda, hopefully I'm coming through. We'll see if it's better on the replay later. Okay, Linda, I'm sorry. That's too bad. Did you try logging out and logging back in, Linda? Like, go out and come back in again. Okay, layer 3 is 1 1/2 by 11, and we're going to score that at 5.5 and 8 1/4. Okay, 5.5 and 8 1/4. Do you like having these measurements here? Like, do you find that helpful? On something like this, I think I would. So 8 1/4 and 5.5. Okay. So those are layers 1, 2, and 3. So I'm just going to put those aside. I'm going to finish up my cutting. I hope my head doesn't explode on these. Okay, so we're going to close that down. Switch to YouTube. Facebook keeps buffering. I don't. So that maybe it's a Facebook thing. Maybe it's not a me thing at all. Maybe. Okay. So now let's pull up my next overlay. Designer Series paper number 1. So this is over here. There we go. All right. So Designer Series paper number 1. I took, trying on your computer now. Oh, weird. Okay, great. Thank you, Rita. So I brought in the paper because I finally just got full packs for myself. I don't know. I didn't have full packs of anything for a while there, but now I do. Elegant Pine Snowflakes. And I thought, well, let's use some of this up. Kind of hate when I don't buy the coordinating stamp set and dies. And I wasn't convinced I'm like, I don't need the snowflakes. I won't have time to use the snowflakes. And then I make a card with the paper and I'm like, wow, I really wish I had that coordinating stuff. But I don't. It's fine. It's okay. So I took these two. I'm going to call this one Designer Series paper number 1. And I'm going to call this one Designer Series paper number 2. Now, if you look at my notes for number 1, like when I go to cut a lot of pieces like this, I try to save paper. So I see 2 of them have to be 4 inches, and I see this one's 5 1/4. So I try to group them together so I make the most of my cuts. Now this paper, it's not directional, so it really doesn't matter which way I'm going with it. If you have a directional paper, you're going to have to be very, very aware of how you're cutting. So the way that most people cut, and when they put down the dimensions, the first number, so 2.5, is 2.5 wide. All right, so that's 2.5 wide by 4 long. Okay, that's not going to want to focus. Let's make that go away. Right, so this is 5 1/4 wide, like wide by 4 high, 2.5 wide by 2 3/4 high, 5 1/4 wide by 1 1/4 high, and 2.5 wide by 1 1/4 high. So that will matter how you cut if it's a directional piece of paper, but this is not, and now it's not going to focus. So let's just back it up slowly. Oh, Kathy, I'm sorry. Better luck on your phone. Okay, I don't know what to say, friends. But yeah, it's not working for Tracy either, so she's kind of my go-to. All right, so Designer Series paper 1, I've got my dimensions here. So I'm going to cut it at 4. I'm going to cut my first piece at 4 because the first 2 have to be 4. There's a 4 in it. Okay, so the first one has to be 2.5 by 4. So the 2.5 by 4. Next one has to be 5 1/4 by 4. So then I'll do 5 1/4. Then I have to do 2.5 by 2 3/4. So this just happens to be almost 2.5. Oh, look at that, it's 2 3/4. So wait, 2 3/4. So I'll go 2.5. And I can do that because it's non-directional. So 2.5 by 2 3/4. This one, now we've got 5 1/4 by 1 1/4 and 2.5 by 1 1/4. So I think I'm okay to go 1 1/4. And then I'll do 5 1/4. Is that 1 1/4? Yes. And then this has to be 2.5 by 1 1/4. So 2.5. So sweet. So there's a little bit left over, but these are my pieces that I just cut. So I'm going to put those over here. And so I've alternated. I've done pattern 1 every other pattern. So 1 and 3. This one is 2, and this one is 1 and 3. Okay, so now I'm going to go. Interesting, Sheila. Yeah, it's got to be Facebook. Huh. It's got to be Facebook. Let's just blame them. So get on over to YouTube. Go to YouTube. Check me out there. All right, so now we're going to close down the designer paper number 1, and we're going to pull in designer paper number 2. Look at me go. So organized. That's so not like me. Okay. Now, so this one, I can close this arm. This is annoying. So for my designer series paper 2, I've got it written out here. 2.5 by 4, 2 3/4 by 4, 4 by 2 3/4, and 2. Okay, so 4 is a common number here. So let's do 4 again, non-directional. So that's good. Then you can maximize. So I'm going to need I need 2 of them that are 2 3/4. So let's do 2 3/4. 2 3/4, 2.5, and last one is 2.5 by 1 1/4. So I'll just go 1 1/4, 2.5. Okay, I will type these out on my blog. Have you ever been to my blog? I'm going to say no, you haven't. Okay, that's fun. I love when the computer does that, the camera does that. I'm going to go out on a limb and say you've never been to my blog, because I do blog posts every single week, and most weeks I get about 16 hits. So I put a lot of hours in my blog. You should go over and find my blog, tamaraspapertrail.blogspot.com. And you should follow it. You should get notifications. I don't even know how you do that. But anyway, you should follow me because every week I put the Mystery Card Monday stuff in there. Dimensions, the replays, the photographs, all the projects, all the things. You should do that because I put a lot of time and energy into that. That would make me happy. And I'd be really happy if anybody ever commented. Like, we do a lot of work and you're like, hello, anybody out there? So find my blog. Anyway, I will put the dimensions there. Okay, let's see if I can find the pieces I have now just cut. All right, so I think we're good. I'm going to close down my, there we go. Okay, perfectly fine. Hey, Janice, that is just weird. I don't know why it would be okay for some and not for other. Hi, Melanie. Hello, my friend. If I have a 6 by 6 designer paper share, will these measurements work? You will. Bernice, you're just going to have a little bit more waste because if you look, the biggest piece that we're going to need is 5 1/4, but it absolutely will work. You just might have some waste. So maximize it, keep the scraps for other Mystery Card Monday layouts, and you should be good to go. All right, so we've got our layers 1, 2, and 3, and we're just going to make them into Zs. You don't know where to find me on YouTube? Get into YouTube and search for Tamara's Paper Trail. It might be Tambert. No, that's Pinterest. Just search in YouTube for Tamara's Paper Trail. It should pop up. I wish I could find it. Hold on. Let me put that in the comments. YouTube. I will find it. View my channel. Here. So if I go into live, I'm live right now. Oh, now I'm in stereo. Here, let's do this. There you go. Just for you, Kathy. That's how much I love you, my friend. All right, I'm going to make this into a Z. So layer number 1, I'm going to fold it in, and I'm going to fold it out. Boom, you've got a Z. Layer number 2, I'm going to fold it in, I'm going to fold it out. Boom, you've got a Z. Layer number 3, I'm going to fold it in, and then I'm going to fold it out. Okay, so in on the first score line, like the score line to the right. So in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. Okay, you can use the bone folder to get that going on. Hey, Kathy. Another Kathy with a K. Just burnish those a little bit. haven't done a Let Me Show You How in a long time. I had my SSS team event this weekend, and so there's been a lot of creating, a lot of stuff going on. All right, so now we just have to tape our layers together. So layers 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm going to move this down here. I think you all know what to do. Okay, but anyway. Now, we just need to find our paper. So there is, I don't want to say waste, but most of this sheet is actually covered up because these are going to be taped down. So you can't see, like this is a great big piece, but you're not going to see most of it. But I like to have the full sheets, like this one too, most of it is covered. But if you're looking at it, it's just nice to have the entire base covered with paper. So this one, I mean, if you're short on paper, who's short on paper, you can improvise. But we're going to do, so the first one and the third one. And then this is going to be like pattern 1 and pattern 2. And then on this one, we're going to go pattern 2, pattern 1, pattern 2. And on this one, we do pattern 1, pattern 2, pattern 1. So if you head over to Sally's blog, so she's crafty, getcraftywithsally.com. She embossed some of these pieces. She used a variety of different products. She actually used the autumn toile paper, or she embossed some of the pieces. So there's lots you can do. Bless you, Vicky. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. So it doesn't have to be paper. You could just leave these blank, right? Like, do what you want to do. Have fun with it. All right, so I'm just going to tape these down. All right. It's a great way, though, to use up some paper. Look at that. Like I've used, okay, 2 of my 12 sheets from this pack of paper to make 2 cards. I'm okay with that. I've got a lot. Like if I can ever use a pack before it retires, I do like a little celebration dance. It's like very rare. Same with ribbon. It just isn't usually done. Not by me, anyway. Okay. So yes, I'm on YouTube. Oh, that's not the right one. What? That's not right. Is it? That's not right. Why is that the wrong size? Did I score that right? Well, this one has tape on it, so that one I might have cut wrong. This one should be. Maybe I scored it wrong, but I'm going to have to go 3 3/4. I don't know what this is. I did that 4. Okay, it needs to be 3 3/4. Hope I didn't write those down wrong. But anyway, easy fix. There we go. YouTube is buffering too. Okay, well, blame me. I can take it. Okay, and then layer. Oh, where did this guy go? Another guy here. 728. Keep commenting. Well, don't keep commenting. If you've commented once, you're good. But if you're just popping in, comment wishes if you want in my draw. Marsky won it this week. It's crooked. Be dealing with that. This is the biggest piece. All right. It's going to go there. Right, Mary? I know, fun folds are just darn fun. So in the event that I did this weekend, there were, I think, 10 presentations across the day, and a lot of them were fun folds. All of our teams really enjoy fun folds and our techniques, but there's just so many great fun folds out there, and this one is an example of that. So now we just have to tape it together. Thanks, Rita. You haven't even, well, I guess you have seen it, but so easy. I'm going to use glue. I don't know why, but this is how we're going to do it. So as you can see, most of this is going to be covered up. Right? So that's going to be taped down there, and then this one's going to be taped down here. And then when you close it up, boom, you got a bunch of Zs. So that's how it goes visually. So you're going to put this one down first. So what I like to do is I'm going to secure this one. This is completely taped down. So you're going to tape down this whole side and then this side to here. So let's start with a little bit of glue. I'm going to do it on my silicone mat because I am a hot mess when it comes to glue. I can never seem to keep it. Look, see, that wasn't even on purpose. I can never seem to keep it on the card. And I don't like that on my desk. I'm just a spaz. So use your silicone mat, and then it's easy to wipe up. Okay, so this just gets lined up right along the bottom of the first layer. So that meets up there. And because it's the liquid glue, you have time to kind of move it around if you need to. So you're just gonna, make sure that it's flush with the first layer. Move it if you need to. Okay. So then this one, you want to put glue. I'm not going to put it on this piece because I'm going to go too far over. But here, like, it's not rocket science. Open this flap and put the glue here. And hope you don't miss. So you put the glue there and then close that and make sure it's flush. Well, that's fun for you, Kathy. Excellent. All right, so there. That's how we've glued that. Now, this could be your card. You could stop there and just decorate, but no, let's do more. We have another layer. So same thing, I'm going to put glue on this. It's going to completely secure on this side. Every time. I'm just challenged. Whatever. Okay, just gotta make sure it's lined up. Same thing over here. So you can see where you're gonna go, like this high. Right? It's using your head for more than hat rack, right? As Dad would say. There we go. Dad was good on the weekend. They were digging a hole outside of his window. So I kept telling him, Dad, you keep looking out the window, you're going to end up with your lunch in your ear because you need to face me when I'm trying to feed you. That's it, you guys. That's how hard that was. That was not hard. Look at that. Now you just have to decorate. That's where it's hard. That's where my head wants to explode. So I am going to bring in a few pieces. Now, this is how I decorated. So I'm going to bring in a label. This label comes from a stamp set that, full disclosure, I probably would not have gotten had Tracy not said, well, we're getting this one for extravaganza. So I bought it. I haven't used the stamp set, but the dies, you guys, you need the dies. The dies are everything. And then if you don't get the stamp set, regret. I'm just saying, right? I didn't buy the stamp set for this paper. Regret. I'm going to use the third biggest label. Like, you need the labels. Because look at them. They're fabulous. So I'm using the third biggest. This is like this. Now, I cut, 480 of these. Not even kidding. Not even kidding. This was easy to get out. This one was a little less easy. Little tiny guy. But this one, piece of cake. That was not fussy. Now, this one, it's okay. I did, how many of those did I do, Tracy? I think I did 1.5, so 98 plus 40. Oh, I did a lot. I did lots of this one, and it was a bit of a pain in the stock. If you're doing 480. If you're doing one, you're good. Okay. I'm going to cut this out of a piece of basic white. You know what? I'm going to stamp it first because the stamp I've used is very, very close to the size of this, and I don't want to get it wrong, even though it's photopolymer. So this is a Merry Christmas stamp, period. It's $25. You guys, you might want to consider getting this one. You could just stamp on some designer paper. Boom, you've got your Christmas card. Like you wanted a subtle pattern that's not too crazy, but this is a beautiful big size that actually fits in this die. But it's a quick and easy stamp on designer paper and boom, you're done. So I'm going to ink that up in Shaded Spruce. And I'm going to stamp that in the middle of that. And then I'll cut it out because it's very simple. It's very close. You need the stamp set for envelopes and insides. And I know that, Tracy. And I thought, oh, I've got lots of snowflakes. No, I do not have lots of snowflakes. And then I'm like, oh, I'm sure I have lots of sprigs and thingamajooies and, leafy whatevers. And then, well, yeah, but they're retired. Or I don't know. Just get it. I don't know why. The times that I get them, I'm like, I didn't even use this, and I'm not doing that next time, and then I don't do it next time, and then regret. So just get it. It's cheaper anyway when you get the bundle. Okay, so now that I've stamped it, I'm going to go in with my die, and you can see it only just fits. So that's what we're doing. I've got, this is, what is this? Post-it tape that I got at Staples or something. Okay. And I use that for, you can use washi tape too, but I don't. Because what if I need that washi tape that I haven't used in 7 years? I've got a bucket full of it, but will I use it? Nay, nay. Because then I might run out. I have issues, you guys. All right, now, this is what happens. Does your cardstock look like this? Your cardstock will look like this if your plates look like this. If you've prepped 480 cards, they look a little worse for wear. But really, it's just schmeg from it's just paper fibers. It's not actually ink or dirt. And so once the ink is dry, it actually does just rub off. And hopefully your ink isn't going to smudge. It's dry. So, holy crack, it is hot down here. Oh, that was from the tape. Okay, that's great. A little gummy eraser and erase that. Okay, so there we've got our Merry Christmas sentiment. And that's going to go on here. Right about there. So for this part, I'm just going to put some tape in various spots and hope for the best. Because you don't want to have too much in the wrong place, or you're going to tape your card shut. You don't want that. And then, so I hope that I didn't get it where I did. Look at that, it's pretty good. Okay, so there's our sentiment. Boop, boop. This was easy. Did you guys know the, oh my God, I'm having a moment. Having a moment. Air conditioning would be great. Right, and see, it's just different for you, Kathy. See, I see Michael, and I'm like, what's her name? Kathy. I try to use current if I can, you know, for the shows, for the lives and that. But yes, I do have some strewn about. It's just they're way over there. These are still current. What are these called? I hear you cry. Cherry Cobbler and Pearl Adhesive Back Berries. They were around from last year. They're still available. Thinner. Just ordered new plates and they're a titch thinner. Well, then you're just going to do a little shim, right, Wendy? If it's not thick enough for your liking, just put the backing from your Designer Series paper. Just cut that to like a 6x5 chunk or something, whatever our plates are. And use a little shim. It'll make it a little bit tighter. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to, this is like a glob of berries all in one. So that up there. Then I'm going to die cut this and this. So I'm going to do it once in Old Olive and once in Pecan Pie. Actually, you know what I could do just for some interest is I could cut it out of this. Instead of Old Olive, why don't I cut this out of this? Sure, let's do that. And then it'll give it a little bit of contrast and use up more paper. Okay. I'm going to try not to crack my knee on the weekend. I cracked that knee on the corner of my drawer. I saw stars. I didn't say any bad words, but I sure thunk them. Okay. So I just did the tip because I'm going to do some paper piecing here. So I just did the little tips here. See, look, isn't that more interesting than that? Hopefully it'll show up nicely. But okay, now I'm going to do the full thing in. This is a layer, and so I like to cut dies out of the middle to save paper. Like I might use this as a layer at some point, so it's just saving paper. You know, in case I ever run out of paper. You know, could happen. Okay, it will never happen, but there we go. So this piece is still usable as a layer. Did you place your order, Mary? Yeah, you should have waited. Wait. Oh, have you placed an order? Okay. All right. Most of the team wait until after the SSS event in case they see something they really have to have. But you might want to wait anyway until October for the new quarter if you've hit your quota already. I have to sneeze. Excuse me. I have to sneeze again. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to just glue these together. Now I have a fine tip glue pen. This one, I got this from Amazon, and this is a must-have if you're doing little things like this. So just so you can see what I'm doing, I'll put the glue on the pecan pie piece. So this really lets you do some fine tip gluing. I don't care for our fine tip glue pen. It's too runny. And this is just I got the empty container and I filled it with this stuff. I just opened like 5 of them and just squeezed it into here. Yeah, life's short, but this is why I never have time to do anything. I sit here playing with glue. Okay, and look what's happening here. Okay. All right, so I'm gluing these pieces on here. Okay, now it's nice and sticky. And then I'm going, so look, so, oh, that's nice, right? I think that's nice. Now I'll put glue on here. And then we're done. What am I going to do for the next 30, 20, 19 minutes? Like, math is hard. Once again, I've been awake. So the cat, Charlie. Don't worry, Kathy, I won't make you cry. He's still alive. For anybody who tuned in on Friday, you got the long sob story about my cat and how we're going to have to put him down. But we don't have to put him down quite yet. Unless powers that be decide that he's got to tap out. He has kidney disease, and he's in stage 3 of 4. So he's got like 3 to 6 months if I don't do anything. And we're not doing anything. Anyway, there's no immediate rush if he sleeps through the night, right? So he wasn't sleeping through the night. He was waking up 5-6 times a night. And so I was getting about 4 hours a night, which was not good. I'm going to, while I'm chatting, I'm going to find the die that I seem to have lost, because that's how I roll. Where did he go? Okay, I have to look. He is the teeny tiny little, nope. Where did I put him? The little, what pine cone. Words are hard. Does anybody see it? Oh, no. Okay, so let's put that back before I lose it. Did anybody see where I put the pine cone? I had it. Nope. Okay, there's this piece. Pine cone? Nope. Anyway, the cat has not been sleeping very well the last 4 nights. Not as bad as he was. And forgive me while I just kind of flounder looking for my die. But anyway, we probably won't put him down until November, hopefully December, when Rebecca is done school. So I don't want to upset her. She's not going to take it well. Where is the flippin'? Where did it go? Well, guess we're not getting any pine cones on this one, unless anybody can see the pine cone. What is the name of the rhinestones? Bernice, these are the cherry collar. Number 164119. Thank you for the bless you. Seriously. Nope. Can't find it. Is it on the bottom of something? Is it on the back of something? Okay, I can't find it. But anyway, here, boom, done. Ta-da! There it is. I found it. Okay, so I'm going to do 2 of these in early espresso. Anyway, so the cat has not been sleeping well. He woke us up about 4 times last night. His record, I think, is 6. But so far it's been okay. Craig has been a lot more understanding, knowing that 3 months from now the cat will not be with us. But it still means a lot of tired Bertrams, let me tell you. Not the girls, they sleep through everything. But not me. I mean, he meows, he howls. It's nasty. Quite eerie, but anyway. Thank you. Oh, look at you, Kathy. You were so... Okay, where am I going to put it now so I don't lose it? Let's put it back in its container. How about under the ruler? There we go. Well, I found it. Anyway, so there it is. Now, for these, so these are really nice. They're very detailed. They got little slits in them. Okay. For those, to attach those, I'm going to use my mini glue dots. Stick it on the dot. And why did that go so bright? All kinds of weird things are going on here. Okay, so stick it on the glue dot and then... So busy I was yesterday, I didn't even have time to do my nails. And this one, my favorite nail, chipped. Why are you so bright? Stop that. Anyway. Now I've lost the card. Okay. All right, we're going to put this one down here. And I'll put this one here. Do you guys have anything you want to ask me? Because I'm not going to make another card. There's 15 minutes left. But do you want to see anything or ask me anything? Okay, and then I'm going to put a backing on just so I have somewhere to write. This is your opportunity to ask me, Tamara, show us how that works. Or I could play, I did just get the snowflake masks. I could play with those for a minute. There we go. Okay, look at that. Done. What do you think? Do you think you'll make one, or is that too fiddly? Tell me the truth. If you do make one, I'm going to post a picture of this, and then you could post a picture of yours underneath it. Try it with a different stamp set. Like I say, I like that this was so easy that this was all the embellishing I needed to do, because you know me. I struggle with the decorating. It hurts me. Physically hurts my head. I have too many options, and I can't calm myself down. Okay. So, oh, there are some more. What designer paper did you use for this card? Hi, Lindy. I use these. Oh, bending is hard. I did a lot of yoga stretches yesterday that I shouldn't have done. Okay, this is called the Elegant Pine Snowflakes. It is one of the online exclusives. It is item number 166066. It is fun, isn't it? Thank you, you guys. Yeah. It's a lot of cutting of the paper, but if you can sit and cut a bunch of those, it comes together very quickly. Well, yeah, you got laundry to do, Mary, if your luggage ever shows up. So let's just have a little gander. I still have like 12 minutes. Let's have a little play with something that I got. Let me take a little look and see what I've got. So I just got in, I don't know where I put them. Here they are. The snowflake masks. Should I play with these? I do like masks. I like to sponge. So these are the Snowy Delight decorative masks. Now, you've seen me do these before. So you see there's number 1. No, you don't. There's a number 1 in the corner. Trust me, there's a number 1 right there. You can kind of see it, number 1. And here's a number 2. And here's a number 3. And here's a number 4. So let's have a little play. Let's do this. Now, ideally, I should bring in my glass mat, because this is going to be messy. It's also going to be glary, but I have 12 minutes. I can do this. Okay, I'll put it upside down, and I'll just show you how the masks work. I mean, maybe you've seen it, maybe you haven't, but I haven't played with this yet and say, hey, I got 12 minutes. Let's do it. Heaven forbid I should end the show early. So, okay, well, I'm missing a foot, so that's nice for me. It's rocking. Well, I'll I'll do something about that later. Okay, I'm going to tape this down. Am I? Nah, I'm going to use a little bit, just a little bit of tape. I'm going to tape it to my mat here. Let's do it right here. Okay, so the premise of these masks is you go in with number 1. Where's number 1 gone? Number 1. Number 1. And it's just going to help you line things up. So I've put this in the corner here. If I put this in the corner here, I can take a Sharpie. And this is what this whole little divot is for. If you line up your little divots in your masks, it'll help you line up your image. Maybe I should have moved that over just, okay. That's where I'm going to want it. It's going to be centered on this. So I'm going to tape this down. Let's just make 6 of the card from SSS, but haven't decorated. Yeah, I know. The decorating is the hard part. Okay. So you could tape this down. Usually I hold it and hope for the best. What color should I do? Don't answer that because I won't listen to you anyway. I'll do Lost Lagoon and Pretty Peacock because they're my 2 favorites. So I'm going to grab my brushes. Lost Lagoon and Peacock. Yes, I have a brush for every color. So Lagoon and Peacock. So here we go. I don't want to mess up my, do I? I don't like to go in and take ink right off of this because, let's do this. It just becomes too intense. So I'm going to go in with my Lagoon first. I'm just going to pick up some off my glass mat. And I'm going to go in and I'm going to start off on the mask and I'm going to just gently apply some ink. Who am I kidding? I'm going to end up getting the bundle. I'm actually short 1 piece of paper, Bernice, for you and your paper share. And for the SSS event that I was doing, I used a 12 by 12 piece of paper and I cut it down to 8.5 and an 8.5, which meant I then didn't have room for a 6 by 6. And so I'm short 1 piece of paper. So I have to buy a whole new pack. So yeah, who am I kidding? I'm just going to add in the bundle for this. All right, number 2. Here's number 2. So now the number 2, you line up the notches here, and it's going to help you very easily and very quickly establish where the second mat goes. Now, I could go in with a different color. I'm not going to. I'm just going to go in with more of the Lost Lagoon. So it's just going to be, I've done a light first round, and now I'm going in with the same color, but more intense now. So I'm applying more ink. Okay. Then, oh, look at that. And then I'm going to go in with number 3. Wasn't there more than 3? Was there only 3? Number 3, I'm going to line up the corner there. And so you can easily see where this is supposed to line up. And so for this one, I'm going to go in with my Pretty Peacock. Oh, here's the other one. Here's number 4. So again, I'll go in. I'll just put some, oh, that's a whole lot of ink. That's going to make a nice hot mess. I still have 7 minutes. So I'm going to pick up some of the, what is this, Peacock? And I'll just do a little bit of it. Like I'll try to keep it fairly light. I didn't need that much ink on my mat, because these are just a couple little dots. And then I'll go in with the 4th one, and I'll use a lot of ink. So again, line up that little notch and make sure the mask is where you want it to be. And then we go hard. And so the bundle does come with dies that then you can cut this image out. But I've seen a lot of projects where the whole image isn't used on the card base. It's just like half off, which is a nice look. Ta-da! Look at that. Done. It didn't even take, look, 7:55. So that's how that turned out. Now, hang on, I'm going to clean up this hot mess over here. Grab a wipe. I know how this is going to end. It's going to end up all over me. So when you do something like this, you want to do multiples. Like if you're going to be making a big old mess, like I am, you want to do it once. You'll make lots and lots and lots and lots. So that's a snowflake one. Ugh. Like that. Okay. So move that away. Now I got to find that. Oh, it's going to fall. You know it's going to fall. All right. Okay. So that's the masks. So that coordinates, this bundle coordinates with the, coordinates with the paper I used tonight, the snowflake, whatever it's called. Online exclusives. Isn't that neat? It's pretty. I like it. Oh, maybe Mary, maybe. 7:56. I don't think there's anything else. Let me just see if take a quick peek at any other items. I actually just got, I just got these. I couldn't resist. I resisted the sweet jar when it first came out. It did get trashed in the mail, so the case is all broken. But anyway, I resisted it. I'm like, I don't need this. But then I saw the Christmas version. So then I had to get it all, right? Because I can't just have one and not the other. I got to have all the options. But I love this and the matching punch. Yeah. I don't expect that this will carry over. So if you want it, you might want to think about getting that. Thanks, Wendy. I know, I like masks too. I find it very, very therapeutic, although it does hurt my wrist if you do an awful lot of them. It can really hurt. Okay, so I'm going to post this somewhere, sometime, somehow. If you make one, I think you should try it. It really is quite easy. Honestly, you saw how easy it was. I will post the dimensions. I'm not sure exactly what day. Sometimes it's not till Thursday because I should be doing some die cutting and I have to do that PDF. Deborah needs she needs the PDF so that she can cut her pieces before my class. So that's got to be my priority tomorrow. But Wednesday or Thursday, I will have all the dimensions. If you want them, you can watch the video again. And or if you want a screenshot, do that now. So thank you to Sally Poole for her fabulous inspiration. Screenshot that if you're in my chicken scratch. Those are the dimensions you need. And I will put it on my blog at some point. So again, find my blog, Tamara's papertrail.blogspot.com. My YouTube is the same, Tamara's Paper Trail. You should subscribe to all that. Like, I don't know enough of the business stuff. People are like, really, like my friends have like 25,000 followers. I have like 2. Just because I never tell anybody, hey, follow me, go to YouTube and hit subscribe. And then you know when I'm live at all points. And I guess it helps my numbers. I don't know. Somehow I'll be an influencer or rich or something. I don't know what happens. But anyway, find me and like me. Like me. Anyway, have a fantastic week. I will be back here. How did I manage? How? I'll be back here Friday morning for coffee break at 10 a.m. Mountain Time Friday. I'll be down here all week cutting paper aside from getting my hair done and going for lunch. What have you get up to this week? Stay amazing. Have a good one.